guys, Game.Film here. Got a new video for y'all. I'm here to talk about my 2024 gaming plans, what I'm looking forward to, what games I'm prioritizing, and my backlog in general. Now, I'm going to play tons more indie games this year instead of AAA games. I think I've got 5 AAA games and 20 indie games that I'm looking forward to, plus a few retro games sprinkled in there. Now before I begin, I just want to shout out 2 content creators. Without them and their 2 videos that I watch, this video would not be possible. First is Gaming in the Wild. I found him on Spotify and YouTube. Search the Big Indie Preview and you can find tons of good game wrecks there. Second is Felix Sanchez over at Nintendo Life. I found him on YouTube, and 25 upcoming Switch games is a video I watched. I will leave both links in the description. So the games that I am most excited about this year in 2024 gotta be, in no order, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I grew up with original Final Fantasy VII, love it so much. The graphics and little teasers are releasing are absolutely insane, can't wait. Earthblade, the creators of my favorite game of all time, Celeste, is another one. Metal Gear Solid Delta, I'm ready to cry all over again just thinking about it. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, that recently got released actually. I'm broke, I can't get it unfortunately, but Yakuza is my favorite series of all time. Definitely excited about that. And last but not least, Silent Hill 2. I'm ready to see that leap from PS2 graphics to PS5 graphics. So I named 4 AAA games that are priority, right? And then the 5th one, Tomb Raider remasters 1, 2, and 3. I grew up with these, man. I was in love with Lara Croft. I've been waiting for this, man, so definitely gonna play that one. There's 4 AAA games that are possibilities. They're not priority. Hellblade 2, Hellblade 1, Senua's Sacrifice, and some of the greatest audio design I've ever heard, man. So I'm curious how the second one's gonna come out. Earth Defense Force 6, I haven't played this series before, but it looks absolutely bonkers, guys. Looks like Starship Troopers, but just you're gunning down with you and your buddies or something. Rise of the Ronin, I beat Wolong, Fallen Dynasty. I think Ninja Theory is the creator, so I'm curious about that one. Stalker 2, the first Stalker I didn't play, but Stalker 2 definitely looks interesting. Okay, I have never beaten a Zelda game before, so I'm just going to put one on my list, and it's going to be, I settled for the Link's Awakening remaster on, I think it's a remake on Switch. So looking forward to that one. It's one of the shorter ones, maybe not the most iconic, but I'm looking for a short one, so can't wait for that. Alright, as far as retro games go, I've got Clock Tower 3, showed you a little preview on the intro. I hated the first one. I only watched gameplays because the point and click stuff looks so boring to me, but this looks pretty dope, man. I love me some horror gaming. I play that in October. The Bouncer, big fan of Squaresoft, Final Fantasy, duh, you know. This is one of the first PS2 games ever released. It's very short too, that's why I picked it. So, about 3 hours long. So, Bouncer, it's like a beat 'em up of some sorts. Everyone tells me Black is like a standard. It's like, you gotta play this first person shooter. It's like one of the best ones on PlayStation 2. This will be a first time play. Shouldn't be a long one either. As far as PS3, got Ninja Gaiden Sigma. I think it's like a remaster and remake of an earlier one, but I like the Team Ninja. They are pretty cool, man. So, Wolong Fallen Dynasty, Neo series, you know. So I'm getting better at those Soulsborne game, guys, but it's supposed to be hard as heck. Excited for that one. Shadows of the Damned. You're a Mexican vampire hunter, man. How many Mexican protagonists can you name in video games? So this looks killer, man. Excited for this. Third PS3 game. I'm a big fan of the Katamari series. Got Katamari Forever. This will be my 3rd Katamari game. Excited for that. Nintendo NES. I've got Super Mario Bros. 3. This is a box copy I got, I think, for 40 bucks in some small town thrift store in Texas. The manual was so cool to look at, man. But, oh, I just beat this. This is the 2nd game I beat, by the way. No! Sorry. She likes tearing up my artwork. But, yeah. Masterpiece, man. I was geeking out playing this so much. Loved Super Mario Bros. 3. Stop it! No! Sorry about that. So, Blue Stinger. This is one of the first Dreamcast games, one of the first 4 games, I believe, released on Sega Dreamcast. Kind of goofy, I've heard. It plays a little wonky, but it's a horror game, man. I love horror gaming, so gotta try this. A Super Nintendo game I want to try is Contra 3. I find that series incredibly difficult. I've never beat a Contra game, guys, so gotta try that out. Alright, so here are the indie games that I'm looking forward to. Number 1, we've got Shadow of the Ninja Reborn. This is a remake of an NES game released 33 years ago that's bringing back the original team. It's a ninja 2D side-scrolling hack and slash. Looks action-packed. There is no official release date for this one yet. Number 2, we have Replaced. It's a 2.5D sci-fi retro action platformer by Sad Cat Studios. This is another one that doesn't have a release date, but the pixel art and the setting looks pretty killer. Number 3, we have Blade Chimera, another side-scroller, but this one is more of a Metroidvania in a cyberpunk setting. Love those settings. This is developed by Team Ladybug and WSS Playground, and it's releasing sometime this year. Number 4, we've got Pacific Drive. This is the first game I've ever heard that's a survival game as a car. You're on the run trying to escape the Northwest. This is developed by Ironwood Studios with no official release date. Number 5, we've got Black Myth Wukong. This is an action RPG developed by Game Science. It's rooted in Chinese mythology and releasing in August 20th. Number 6, Still Wakes the Deep. This is one that is pretty high on my list, guys. You're trapped on an oil rig off the coast of Scotland. It looks really spooky. The release date is TBA. Number 7, we've got Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This hack and slash platformer looks right up my alley, man. It really recently got released in January, so I might make this my next game. It looks very promising. Number 8, we've got The Cub. It looks like a chill platformer that feels similar to Ori and Inside without the horror vibes. This recently got released on the 19th of this month. Number 9 is Ultros. This looks pretty trippy, guys. It's a psychedelic Metroidvania that plays like, I believe, The Messenger in Celeste. This is releasing in a couple weeks on February 13th. Number 10, we've got Mina the Hollower. This is from the creators of Shovel Knight. It has those retro graphics in an isometric perspective. Yuzo Koshiro, the composer of the Streets of Rage series, is involved, so that's a big bonus. Release date is to be announced. Alright, number 11, we've got Nine Souls. This is a 2D action platformer developed by Red Candle Games. It has an Asian fantasy-inspired futuristic cyberpunk world, with power mechanics similar to Sekiro. Sign me up. Release date TBA. Number 12, we have No Rest for the Wicked. This was developed by Moon Studios, who created the Ori series, and when I heard that, man, this shot up on my list. It looks absolutely breathtaking, and I'm always down for an action RPG. Release date TBA. Nivalis is number 13. I'm not sure if this is an action game, but I put it on my list due to its open world cyberpunk setting. You manage businesses, make friends and enemies. You can also fish. It's developed by Ion Lands, and release date is TBA. Number 14, we've got Earthblade. Oh boy, this might be my number 1 most anticipated game of the year. The developers are Extremely OK Games, who made Celeste. If you don't know, I am a big fan. It's a Metroidvania platform style. Can't wait till we get a release date for this. Number 15 is Animal Well. This is another Metroidvania game developed by Shared Memory. I love the graphics in this. Donkey is a famous video game content creator. He's involved with Shared Memory, the devs. The release date is TBA. Number 16, we have Hyper Light Breaker. This is an open world roguelike developed by Heart Machine. I didn't play Hyper Light Drifter, so I might dive into that one first. I'm not really sure. This is another game that does not have a release date yet. Number 17, we've got Pepper Grinder. This is an action-adventure game that gives me Rayman Legends vibes. It will be releasing sometime in 2024 on PC and Switch. Number 18, we've got Henry Halfhead. Someone said this had wacky Katamari vibes, and I was sold. It looks like a great game to play while streaming. There's not much info out on this one at the moment. It is developed by Lulu Entertainment. Number 19, we've got Little Kitty Big City. It's an adventure game that has Goose Game vibes, I think, but you play as a black cat trying to find his way home in the big city. Sadly, no release date from Double Dagger Studio yet. Number 20, we have Contra Operation Galaga. I'm always down for a run and gun action game. It has those 80s vibes and it looks fun as heck. Release date is TBA. Now I've got to mention the games that I was currently playing that I haven't beat yet. You've got to finish your backlog, right? Gotta finish the games you started. So those games are Dragon Quest XI. I've put like 80 hours, man, and I'm about 2/3 done. I feel like it's never gonna end, but it's a very comfort game. Love that RPG so far. Theater Rhythm, Final Fantasy, about halfway done with all the songs there. Like a Dragon Ishin, I bought that day one, man, and I got distracted by my backlog, so I might play that before Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Death Stranding Director's Cut. I beat the PS4 version, got this one for a second playthrough. Love the graphics, upgraded graphics so far. Double Dragon Gaiden. I beat him up that I got all the way to the end, man, but it has like NES difficulty. You die, you start all the way over. It just erases your save file. That really hurts, so I'm bitter. I gotta finish that one. Final Vendetta is another beat 'em up that's like Streets of Rage, and played like 2 or 3 hours. Didn't get very far though. River City Girls is another beat 'em up. I love beat 'em ups. I'm about like 20% in that one, so looking to get back into that one as well. So that puts me at about 35 to 40 games. I did beat Lies of P, 9.5 out of 10. Hell, maybe a 10 out of 10. I love that Pinocchio Soulsborne type of game. Love it, love it, love it. And I beat Super Mario Bros. 3, so that's 2 this month. I gotta get on it though, man. That's only 2. I'm on track for 24 games this year, but beat 17 games last year. A lot of indie games this year, like I mentioned, right? So they're going to be a lot shorter. I'm confident I can accomplish my goals this year. All right, so that about wraps up this video. My next video in the works, I think I'm going to do my best and worst first-time watches. I'm going to do a movie video. So don't forget to hit that sub button. Subscribe to Gaming in the Wild and Nintendo Life. I'm going to drop those links. Make sure and follow them. And I'm across all social media, X, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm still streaming from time to time. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.